Hi, I'm Jack from Keap, and today we're going to go over 10 easy email marketing hacks to get you more opens and clicks and ultimately more revenue. Email marketing is still one of the most effective tools available for a small business to get your message out there. With your email marketing done right, you're going to increase your revenue, reach new customers, and stay better engaged with your current customers. So let's jump in. But before we do, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Okay, number one, make a plan and put it on your calendar. Okay, we've all heard the saying, fail to plan and plan to fail. Right, you probably heard it from your dad. It's a very dad thing to say. But it's true, especially when we're talking about this, because you're busy, you're running a business, you're wearing a lot of hats, you're doing a lot of things, you don't have a lot of time. So if you don't make an appointment with yourself to build your marketing emails, it probably won't happen, and it's too important not to have it happen. So put it on your calendar, pick a day to build your emails, whether you do that once a week, once every other week, or maybe a couple of times a week. It just depends on how often you're sending out your emails. But don't just stop there. You want to put on your calendar when you're going to make them and when you're going to send them, because it's great to have a plan and it's high level and have it in a place where everybody that is involved can see it, so everyone knows what's going on with your promos and when they're going out and when they can expect traffic. The cool thing about most email marketing tools, ours included, is you can build the email now and then schedule it to go out whenever you want it to. Also, if we're talking about building an email campaign or a lot of different emails that are going to go out about the same subject, like a promotion or a sale or a product launch or something like that, you might want to use automation, because then you can sit down and build all of the emails, create all of the timers, launch it when you want, and then you don't have to think about it again. Okay, number two, care more about your subject line. We spend so much time building content for the emails that the subject line kind of becomes an afterthought, and you really can't afford that. As a matter of fact, nobody's gonna see your content if they don't open, and 70% of people open because of the subject line, which means you gotta get that right. Think of your subject line as a retail storefront. If you look at what's behind the glass and it's boring, you're not going into the shop. Same thing with your emails. So, be mysterious, be interesting, be compelling, be funny, but get to the point quickly. Over 50% of emails get opened on a mobile device, which means whoever opens that email is going to see right around 30 characters of your subject line before it gets cut off. So you want to be concise. So play around with it and have fun with it, but be intentional. Number three, send from an actual name. Sending your marketing emails out from a generic domain email address like info@yourcompany.com is a really great way for your email to not get opened. So send from an actual name. Make up a name if you want, like Bob. Based on research from Pinpoint Marketing, sending your marketing emails from an actual name can increase your open rates by 35%. That's a lot. Think about your mail for a second. Not your email, but your actual physical mail that gets delivered by the post office. You bring that stuff in and you sort it out. A lot of it is junk mail, and a lot of it is addressed to resident. That's really impersonal, and you're probably not going to open it. You're probably going to throw it away. Nothing of paramount importance came addressed to resident at your address. The same psychology applies to your emails. If they see in the address info@yourcompany.com, they're probably not going to open it. All right, number four, personalize and segment. Using a person's name in the subject line can increase your open rates by 50%. That's a big deal because people value personalization. It feels good when someone remembers our name. Now, this would be a real pain if you had to create every single email and put in the first name, but you don't. You're using an email broadcast tool, and you can use merge fields to pull that first name in to the subject line. And that way you can send to 1,000 people and it goes out to everybody's first name. There's a quick win right there. Also, use the information that you collect when people are buying your products or services, or engaging with your website, or engaging with your email marketing to put them into segmented groups, and then market to those groups based on what they're interested in. People are expecting this. If I get your marketing email and I click a link and go to your website to get more information on a specific product or service, then my contact record should get tagged and my follow-up emails should have everything to do with that product or service that I came visiting for. Segmented emails result in 18 times the revenue that a regularly mass distributed email does and has twice the click-through. Number 5, send the right message to the right people at the right time. And I'm talking about lifecycle marketing. Your email marketing is meant to do 3 things: collect leads, convert those leads to customers or clients, and then take those customers and clients, make them extremely happy, and get them to purchase again. We refer to this as lifecycle marketing, which means you have a different marketing and messaging approach to people based on where they are in their life cycle with your business. If you're sending the same email broadcast to your leads and your prospects and your customers, you're missing on a huge opportunity for revenue growth. I mean, think about it. You would start a conversation differently with a stranger than you would with somebody who really knows you. Same concept applies. Your email content to your new leads are to educate them and to persuade them to interact with you. Your content for your prospects is to engage and persuade and to give them an offer they can't refuse. And your current customers need to feel valued and appreciated, and they need to be introduced to your other products and services so they can purchase again. Number 6, keep your design simple. People are busy and they have a really short attention span. So if you build an email that somebody has to scroll and scroll and scroll to get to your point or your call to action, you're going to lose them. So have a clear, concise message that expresses value and a clear call to action. They need to know exactly what you want them to do. Have your branding, an image, your message, and a call to action. This is especially true if you're a content marketer. You don't need a lot of stuff in the email. You're linking to your content. Just give them a taste and send them where they need to go. Number 7, enlist a proofreader. Don't trust yourself to do your own proofreading. You have spent way too much time with that email. You can't pick out your errors. Send them to someone else and let them do it for you. It's like this. Remember when you were in an elementary school and you had a paper and your teacher made you pass that paper to the person next to you so they could proofread it? Okay, it sucked. Nobody wants to be scrutinized like that, but they always found something that you missed. Same concept. So pick out someone you trust and send them a test email. They can edit it for you, pick out any errors, and you can fix it, and then you look like a pro. All right, number 8, A/B test your subject lines. Okay, here's how it works. You build an email and you write in your subject line, just like we talked about, a really good subject line. Then you create a variant in your A/B testing and you change up your subject line. Maybe consider using 2 different subject lines altogether for the same email content. So then you pick your recipient list. Let's say you've got about 100 people on that list to send that email to. I'm going to choose 20% of that list, and those people will receive either one of those variants. I'll select the winning metric, which in this case will be email open, and whichever email gets opened more by that first 20% of the list, then the rest of the people, the other 80%, they're going to get the winning email. This is a great way to learn more about the people you email to, and of course it's a great way to test subject lines and figure out what works best for you and what works best for your list. Keep track of the subject lines that are most effective and iterate on that. Number 9, use video in your emails. No other marketing medium can communicate as quickly and effectively as video. So you need to start using video in your emails, especially if you're trying to increase conversion and brand awareness and educate your leads and customers. I mean, honestly, just mentioning video in your subject line will increase your open rate by 20%. And adding a video to an email or a landing page can increase your click-through rate by 80%. That's a big deal. And videos are really easy to put in your emails, especially if you're hosting on Wistia or Vimeo or YouTube. I recommend YouTube. You're literally just copying the share link and dropping it into the space provided in the email builder. Done, your video's there. And as a bonus, you can tag or segment people when they click to watch your video. Segmentation, talked about that one. And number 10, repetition is your friend. When people opt into your marketing emails, they're actually expecting to see your marketing emails hit their inbox. So don't disappoint them. And some brands like Bass Pro and Victoria's Secret send a marketing email every single day. Now, I'm not saying that's right for your list, but I'm positive that you can probably be sending a little bit more than you are now. And like I said, repetition is your friend. Consider this concept. Your job with your email marketing is to stay top of mind with the people who have expressed interest in your product or service. The only way to do that is to show up in their inbox. You've got a great message and a great subject line, and what you're telling them is, hey, I'm here to solve this problem for you whenever you're ready to have that problem solved. And then you show up again and again to remind them. You're not bugging them, and they're not being bugged. As a matter of fact, they see your emails, they probably see your subject lines. Whether they open that email or not, you're reminding them that you're there to solve their problem when they're ready. You don't know when they're going to get ready. Like, we never know when they're going to get ready. But your job is to keep showing up so that when they are ready, you're there and you get the sale. Now, this gets even easier if you're using marketing email automation. You can build a whole campaign and create emails on timers, well-spaced timers, to go out exactly when you want them to go. And you can take a huge list and drop them in to this email campaign, or you can trickle people in when they express interest. Either way, it's doing the email send for you at the proper interval, freeing you up to do, well, other stuff. As always, thanks for watching. And if you haven't yet, please click like and subscribe and share this with somebody that would also find it valuable. If you'd like to learn more about Keap and our email marketing automation, you'll find links in our description for a 14-day free trial and live demo. Thanks again. See you next time.